Welcome to RSEHS Academy. Gas cylinders of various gases are used for various purposes in industries as well as in other activities. And hence it becomes very much important to know the safe handling procedures and associated regulations. Let us go through the salient features of Gas Cylinder Rules 2016. Licensing. No person shall deliver or dispatch any cylinder filled with any compressed gas to any other person in India who is not the holder of a license to possess such gas cylinders unless he or she is exempted under these rules to possess compressed gas cylinders without a license. Exemptions. Delivery or dispatch of gas cylinders to the defense forces of the Union, port authorities, or railway administration and other paramilitary forces, and for cooperative societies run by the welfare association of these organizations. And also, licenses shall not be obligatory for working places where LPG cylinders are directly connected to the manifold, but the requirements of IS 6044 Part 1 shall be complied with. Such manifold installations and the quantity of the LPG at any point of the time shall not exceed the limits prescribed in IS 6044 Part 1. Provision in the rule regarding marking on cylinders and valves. Every cylinder shall be clearly and permanently marked in accordance with provisions in these rules. The valve fitted to the cylinder shall be clearly and durably marked in accordance with the following provisions by stamping, engraving, or similar processes as per the provisions in the rules. Identification, color, and labeling of cylinders. Ensure that the cylinder is painted with appropriate identification colors as specified in IS 4379 for industrial cylinders and IS 15683 or IS 2878 for fire extinguishers and IS 3933 for medical cylinders. Every cylinder shall be labeled with the name of the gas and the name and address of the person by whom the cylinder was filled with gas. IS standards for cylinder valve. Valves for different gases shall meet IS standard for that particular gas cylinder conforming to standard as approved by the Chief Controller. Valve fitted to carbon dioxide cylinder shall be provided in the body with a safety release consisting of softened copper disc or arranged as to burst at a pressure between 200 kg and 220 kg. The valve shall be attached to the cylinder neck by screwing. Spindle operated valve shall be such that when fitted to the cylinder, it shall not be possible to withdraw the spindle under normal operating conditions. There are some special safety features also provided. We may call it for inherent safety, that is, valve for cylinder containing flammable gases not listed in IS 3224 shall have outlets provided with left-handed screw threads for the pipes or other connections. All other valves shall have outlets with right-handed screw threads. Please note that this feature helps in averting wrong connections and mixing of gases. Cylinder safety relief devices. The cylinders manufactured in India, if fitted with safety relief devices in their bodies, shall have manufactured and maintained in accordance with IS 5903. The cylinders containing obnoxious or poisonous gases shall not be provided with any safety device. Competent in charge for the operations. Every person holding or acting under a license granted under these rules shall, whenever cylinders are filled, loaded, unloaded, examined or tested, depute a competent and experienced person to be present and to conduct any of the said operations, and the name, qualification and experience of such personnel deputed in each shift shall be furnished to the Chief Controller or Controller for considering filling permission round the clock. Cylinder filling restrictions and repairing. Welded cylinders shall not be used for filling any permanent or high pressure liquefiable gas like boron trifluoride, carbonyl chloride, that is phosgene, chlorine trifluoride, cyanogen chloride, hydrogen cyanide and hydrogen sulfide. No person shall repair or cause to repair any leakage in the body of a seamless gas cylinders. Welded or braced cylinders showing leak at any place other than the welded or braced seams shall not be repaired and shall be rendered unserviceable. Storage of cylinders. The cylinder shall be stored in a cool, dry, well-ventilated place under cover and away from boilers, open flames, steam pipes or any potential sources of heat, and such place of storage shall be easily accessible. The storage room or shed shall be of fire-resistant construction. Thin wall cylinder such as liquefied petroleum gas cylinder and dissolved gas cylinder shall not be stacked in a horizontal position. The cylinders containing flammable gases and toxic gases shall be kept separated from each other and from cylinders containing other types of gases by an adequate distance or by a suitable partition wall. The cylinders shall not be stored under conditions which will cause them to corrode. The cylinders shall not be stored along with any combustible material. Empty cylinders shall be segregated from the filled one and care shall be taken that all the valves are tightly shut. For an example, we have shown it oxygen gas cylinder storage here. Cylinder subjected to the action of fire. A cylinder exposed to fire shall not be used unless it has undergone proper examination and hydrostatic or hydrostatic stretch test. Dissolved acetylene cylinder which have been damaged by fire shall be condemned and destroyed by a person conversant with hazards involved in handling of dissolved acetylene cylinder and also capable of handling a situation arising out of accidental explosion of cylinder during condemnation. Condemning of cylinder. Any cylinder which fails to pass periodic examination or test or which loses in its weight, tear weight by over 5% or which for any other defect is found to be unsafe for use or after expiry of the service life of the cylinder. Cylinder shall not be filled with any compressed gas and shall be destroyed by flattening it as a whole or after being cut into pieces in such a manner that the pieces cannot be again joined together by welding or otherwise to form a cylinder under intimation to the owner of the cylinder as specified in IS 8198. Ownership and testing. A cylinder shall not be filled with a compressed gas and transported unless it has charged by or with the written consent of the owner of the cylinder. A cylinder for which prescribed periodical retest has become due shall not be charged and transported until such retest has been properly carried out as per the codes specified by Chief Controller. The owner of a cylinder shall keep record for the life of each cylinder. Let us go through the additional requirements for dissolved acetylene cylinders. DA cylinder design and structure. The porous substance shall fill as completely as possible the cylinder into which the acetylene is compressed and the porosity of the substance shall not exceed 92% and in no case shall be less than 75%. Any solvent used shall not be capable of chemical reaction with the acetylene gas or with the porous substance or with the metal of the cylinder. If acetone is used as a solvent, it shall comply with the requirements of IS 170. The quantity of acetone including the gas in solution shall be such that the cylinder meets the requirements of additional test specified in IS 7312. The walls of the cylinder shall not contain more than 70% copper in their composition. For easy understanding, the picture is shown here, which is showing dissolved acetylene cylinder design and structure. First picture is showing DA cylinder with valve with protection cap. Second one is DA cylinder without valve protection cap. Third picture is showing DA cylinder side cut section showing mesh. Fourth, DA cylinder side cut section showing porous rock material which is filled in the cylinder. And fifth one is showing DA cylinder side cut section showing acetylene dissolved in acetone. Requirements for DA cylinders. Every cylinder shall have permanently and conspicuously marked upon it or upon a brass plate soldered to it the name of the manufacturer and the words acetylene properly compressed into porous substance, and shall bear the following markings, namely serial number and identification of manufacturer, number of the standard, test pressure, the date of hydrostatic stress test with code mark of the place where the test was carried out, date of filling of porous mass, water capacity, a symbol to indicate the nature of heat treatment, identification of porous mass and porosity percentage, tear weight inclusive of wall, inspector's official mark, and maximum gas capacity. Licensing and inspection of DA cylinder. Whenever a cylinder is charged with acetylene, it shall be subjected to a thorough visual examination in accordance with IS 8433. The compression of the acetylene gas into a cylinder shall be carried out only on such premises as are licensed by the chief controller or controller. Record keeping of DA cylinders. Each firm charging acetylene in cylinders shall keep a record of every cylinder charged by it, that is for each charge, the date of charging to the cylinder, the empty cylinder weight without gas, the weight of solvent charged before gas charging, full weight of the cylinder, and the date on which solvent has been added, the dates on which the cylinder has been thoroughly examined as provided in Rule 39, the results of each such examination and the name of the person carrying out such examination, and in the case of cylinders first issued by the firm, the tear weight of the cylinder including porous substance and acetone or other solvent, the nature of the solvent, and the maximum pressure allowed in the cylinder should be recorded. The record shall be open for inspection of the chief controller or the controller of explosive. Labeling of DA cylinders. A warning label attached to every dissolved acetylene cylinder shall, in accordance to the particulars given in sub-rule 2 of Rule 9, bear the following additional particulars, namely date of last filling of gas in the cylinder, weight of gas filled, full cylinder weight, and the name of the company filling the gas on the last date of the filling. Gas cylinders handling and use. The cylinder shall be adequately supported during handling. Conveyors, trolleys, and cradles of adequate strength shall, as far as possible, be used when moving the cylinders, and care shall be taken to avoid any damage to its wall. The cylinder shall be handled carefully and not be allowed to fall upon one another or otherwise subjected to any undue shock. Sliding, dropping the cylinder is prohibited. Liquefied petroleum gas cylinder and cylinders containing liquefiable gases shall always be kept in an upright position and shall be so placed that they cannot be knocked over. Open flames, lights, mobile phones, lighting of fires, welding and smoking shall be prohibited in close proximity to any cylinder containing flammable gases except those while in use for welding, cutting or heating. Working places shall not be classified as storage place for the purpose of licensing. General precautions. The cylinder together with its valve and other fittings and the identification color shall always be maintained in good condition. No oil or similar lubricant shall be used on any valves or other fittings. Shall not be subjected to any heat treatment or exposed to a high temperature or to the sun or stored with any other flammable or explosive material. Cylinder containing compressed gas shall have always its valve securely closed so as to prevent leakage. If it leaks, the cylinder shall be removed to an open space where it is least dangerous to life and property, and the filler shall be informed. Neutralization or scrubbing system shall be provided in the cylinder filling and storage area for toxic and corrosive gases. Emergency alarm and adequate emergency handling equipments or kits and protective equipment shall be provided in the toxic, corrosive and flammable gas storage sheds. Thank you for watching. Please note that the video is highlighting the salient features of the regulation. You have to read the regulation.